Spliffy TV, and you are watching Hellblade, Senua Sacrifice. And thank you very much for subscribing, and please like this video. Give it one hand, thumb down, and hit the notification button para kung ako'y makabagong mga uploads wow ba dahil. Let's do this. Gunit. Hatlog aguan eh. Ikaw hatlog ang katong mga monsters.
The gate is opening.
Who is it?
It's coming. That song again.
Is it?
What
It's
is
Helen.
it?
Yes, the source of the darkness. It's coming. This is your moment.
Kadako, boy.
I'm sorry. I can't watch this.
What are you doing? You're showing weakness. You're not a warrior. You're a disgrace. The gods will punish you for this. Pick up the sword. Pick it up. Fight the darkness. Fight it. Get up.
Di mo hatlog ka na kadako, anak?
Get up. Get up and fight.
Bali ang sword. OMG.
Hell is reaching
Balik
deep
lang tas lasada.
inside of her. Stormy seas and lost souls. She's dreamt of this before. They say dreams are visions of our memories, thoughts and fears, as seen by our inner eye. But what if each one of us is always dreaming, even when awake, and we only see what our inner eye creates for us? Is this what hell is? A world shaped by Senua's nightmares. Maybe that's why people feared seeing the world through her eyes. Because if you believe that Senua's reality is twisted, you must accept that yours might be too.
You failed the gods. You're pathetic. Rotten. Cursed. What were you thinking? Did you really think you could win? How stupid can you be?
So stupid.
Everyone hates her. She's cursed.
The shadow.
Look at you. A warrior. Worthless. Weak. Pathetic. Go on. Feel sorry for yourself, because there's no one left to do that for you.
Everywhere. You failed. What's that?
Take it. If you're too much of a coward to fight, then end the suffering. Broken and lost. Just like your sword.
Come on. There.
Oi.
Why go on when you give everything and face that which torments you, only to find that it is worse than you could have imagined? Why go on? Is it really so weak to ask this? Or are we just so afraid of the honest answer that we do not dare pose the question? Sometimes the answer lies in a memory, a feeling, song.
Balik ko sa iyang makeup.
It's not real.
Boom.
It's a trick. It's not real.
Saan na iyang makeup?
Listen to it.
Don't give up.
Did it? It's
Not like this.
It's not real. It's real. It's a trick. Don't trust it. Maybe you're already dead.
Who are you?
You still believe in yourself?
It's a trick. It's a trick. It's a trick. He's already dead. You know he can't be here. It's impossible.
It's love. It's Jillian. My love.
Come to me,
Take my hand.
please.
Where are you? You all gonna die here.
The light. Go towards the light. It's him. There he is. It can't be him. It's just a trick. It's in your mind.
It's just a
in your
flashlight.
mind. It's real. It's happening. Go towards it.
Kunin lakaw ay huwag mong kaibuhan. What the?
There it is. You're imagining. It's Dylan. He's coming. You would have slow. How could you?
Saan ba
How
black
could you keep going? Ignore the pain. I told you it was to trick you. I told you. Where are you going? See, there's nothing to follow.
Langoy. Jillian, my love.
Before she first met him, she was not in a good place. Just a teenager, but not like the others. Barely functioning, she rarely left the house. Her father's in-bell made sure of that. Only occasionally did she venture out on her own, collecting firewood and herbs. Errands out in the Orkney Plains. That was her world. Like this one. Barren and lonely.
Dillian, wait for me. Dillian. Dillian Anderson.
It's already disappeared. Nothing lives here, not even you. It's in your mind. You think you can see it, but it's in your mind.
There he was. The lone figure of a boy. Saw play under the shade of a tree. She remembers the first time she saw him.
He's there.
To her young eyes, he moved as if dancing,
You have to keep doing it.
and the world danced with him. The gloom lifted. For the first time in years, she felt a ray of hope.
The Northmen tell of a great hero. His name is Sigmund.
Sigmund Freud.
His father's hall was built around a great tree, and one day, Odin comes and thrusts a sword into the tree, a gift to whomever can release it. Many try, but the sword only comes out at Sigmund's touch. His brother-in-law, King Siggeir, wants it, but Sigmund refuses him, so King Siggeir plots revenge. He invites Sigmund and his brothers to a feast, but when they arrive, They are met with an army, not a warm welcome. King Siggeir captures Sigmund and his brothers, steals his coveted sword, and readies them for execution.
So, what happened? Asa naman? Ah! Kanina. Okay, balik ko sa'yo. Huwag kita ulianan dito. So, kita ulianan. Find a way.
Day after day, watching from afar, she mimicked him, perfecting her own secret dance, wishing those fleeting moments of light would stretch out to last forever.
It's a trick. It's an illusion. It's not real. Don't you freak. You want to believe it's real, but it's a trick. You're deluded. Where are you going? Where is she going? What is she following? You can't even fight. It's just deception.
Whoa. Whoa.
How does he so effortlessly?
Tingnan ko ato, picturean ko siya. Tingnan ko siya, picturean. Okay.
Caught the world in bliss. If only she could do the same.
Ah, Delia.
See the world through eyes anew. And
Ay,
dance with
maghanay.
it, just like he does.
Bounce up, wow.
What's your name?
Senua.
I haven't seen you before.
I don't leave home much.
Oh, Zenua's daughter.
I have to go.
Wait. Who taught you to fight like that?
No one.
No one.
Well, I watched you.
Stalker! You are stalker!
Learned all of that from watching me?
You are stalker!
You should become a warrior, you know.
Me?
I'm a warrior. Warrior.
I'm here for the
I
warrior.
worry a lot.
Come and watch. And bring your sword.
You can't put it into words.
Balik na.
Moment when you look into the eyes of the one who is supposed to reassure you, make you feel safe. It only takes an instant.
Christmas.
Fear swallows you before you have a chance to make sense of it. And darkness becomes a part of who you are. But her world changed the day the Northmen took him from her. Senua knows that there's no going back to how things were. That there's nothing to go back to at all. Stay still, stay quiet, hide, don't tell her.
Their gods can see into your mind. They will use this power to destroy you.
Won't stop me. I can still feel it.
Whatever's left of him, they will never let him go.
I'm not gonna let him rot here.
You're the one rotting here.
Leave me alone.
You will die here.
No.
And all your suffering will have been for nothing.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Dillian? Is that you? I'll find you, man. I promise.
Can you see it? You won't believe it. Is it not real? Is it here? You won't survive. You met him by the tree. Maybe it's a sign, the tree. What's he trying to tell you? He's waiting for you by the tree.
The tree nga daghan kay parol. No? Don't a tree.
Death for Sigmund and his brothers seems certain. But the king's wife is Sigmund's sister, and she begs for mercy and implores the king to chain them up instead. He agrees. Not for mercy, though, but because he plans an even more cruel and lingering death. Chained to a tree in the forest that night, a she-wolf comes and devours one of Sigmund's brothers. She returns, ravenous, night after night, until only Sigmund is left. The next day, Sigmund's sister sends a servant with honey to smear on Sigmund's face. But to what end? Well, that night, when the she-wolf appears again, you'll never guess what happens.
So naunsa? Butangag honey.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead. To succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends her sons to him. But their blood is weak and corrupted, and they're put to death by Sigmund.
They're corrupted
So
politicians.
his sister hatches a new plan, one that is cold of heart and pure of blood.
Hoho, darang sword. Ah, pag-on ako kag sword.
Take it. A sword. Take it. Dillian left it for you. Take it. Take it. Take it. It's coming from there. And there. Oh, what are they? Look, where's it coming from? She started something.
What's happening?
Senua, imagine a sword that can slay gods. Its name is Grammar. It was forged by the god of all Northmen, Odin, and gifted to Sigmund, a great warrior.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said a great warrior can reforge Grammar by
Grammar.
answering the trials
You have to
of
know
Odin,
grammar.
one for each shard.
In order to use it, you have to
The
know
roots of the tree of
grammar.
death
How to
will
use
take you to
grammar.
new lands where you will face the trials.
Go to the shards. Go to the shard. Go to the shards. What's the shard? Find it.
It's the metal runestones.
Tara, shards.
Find them.
This is the shard.
You need that sword. Go to the shards. Find it. There it is. Focus. There's the shard. Focus. Focus. Use your eyes. Look. Get closer. What can you see?
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place. Where are we? Where is she?
It feels wrong. Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable.
Irving.
It's as if we conspire to hide. But when it comes and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
Senua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Herver, the daughter of a berserker, born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
Where are you, Tyrving? Tyrving? Here comes the sun. Here comes the sun. And I say,
Don't go in there. Go in. You have to go in. Take the torch. It's too dark. Take it. This will help you. Careful. You have to be able to see.
Who's there?
ano pa dyan kabuong ng daghang monsters? Sus. Ano yung mga tao doon? Ayan.
Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
There he is. There he is. Dillian, there he is. Finally.
You found him. What's wrong? What happened? Can you hear me? Just wait there. I'll find you.
He'll get you. get him back.
He was just there.
How could you lose him? How could she lose him? How could she? Find him.
Pwede ito makakuha ng upuan. At least na ko yung guide kung asa ko pakanto. Asa na ko pakanto? Ito, marami eh. Munang mo pinaka-importanteng invention kaning flashlight. Hindi ko magsulo. Sud kay tan-aw.
I'll find him.
What's that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices?
Is that his voice or the voice of the dead?
Not Dillian.
Dillian's calling to you. Can you
Where is
hear
he?
him?
Where is he? He sounds like he's getting further away. Have you lost him?
You're going the wrong way.
Are you lost and have you lost him?
Where are you? Tell her.
Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires, as though they were mist.
She has to keep going. It's not safe.
The flames I passed through were real enough. Down the Northman to hell.
It's too scary.
I can hear him.
Burial mound. Herver calls on her father to wake from death and bring her his sword. She says that it is not seemly for the dead in their grave mounds to bear valuable weapons. Her father answers with words of warning. You go to your doom. Baleful runes surround you. You have gone mad. You have lost your mind. Your thoughts are confused. It is dangerous to wake the dead.
Nearly there.
Like I said, she reminds me of you.
He's going to save you. Find the voice. Find him.
Ayun. Really amazing.
It's not him. It's not him.
We told you. We told you it was a trick.
That voice doesn't sound like Dillian.
What's happening?
Quiet.
It's not him.
He wants me to find him. I'm lost without him.
I'm lost
It doesn't sound like Dillian.
It sounds like
It's not Dillian.
Iya kekurug masa niya. Red rum. Nowhere else to go but straight.
If only we could see life through each other's eyes, there would be no hatred. Where we only hate what we fear, we only fear what we cannot see. Your father, and I will keep on trying, but his gods will not let him avert his gaze. But if he could, he would know not to turn his anger on us.
Open the door. Patay. Saon ako ay nabuang na.
Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me.
Yes.
I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy.
The chief said so.
No.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal.
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No!
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No, Daddy. Stop it, Daddy.
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
No.
I am leaving!
Nalagay siya yung sword.
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
Nalagay siya yung sword. Ah, okay.
It's done. You did it, but there's more.
There's more.
There's more. You're tired, but you have to keep going. There's still more. There's
Pahuway
always
sa
more.
tagamay.
It's not going to be easy.
And thank you for watching this episode. And see you again sa sunod.
It's too much.
Bye!
Have you got the energy? She hasn't got the energy.